Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Reo TV. I'm your jack of all fandoms, master of none, Reo. Getting back to Monday's Chibi Ken drawing. We're going to finish that up tonight. Glad to see everybody who could drop by. It's going to be fun. And hopefully no more hiccups. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and start up the music here. All right. Sounds like we're ready to rock and roll. To rock and roll. And or roll, possibly. Okay, so let's get back to it. Hey, Polygon Alchemist, welcome to the show tonight. Glad to see you stopping by. Hope you're feeling well. Right, let me go ahead and move these little guys up here. And move the Kaiser here. There we go. Okay, right on. So let's go ahead and get back to it. Yes, Latara, there I am. Say hello to Jack for me. Okay. Almost done with Ken tonight, so I figured hopefully I got enough time to work on a second sketch. Got a little inspired from last night. Anybody catch Star Wars Skeleton Crew yet? Great show. And I already know who I want to draw from that show. There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm totally down for them recanonizing the holiday special. And I thought it was cute when they had the Life Day reference in the Mandalorian first episode, but this definitely brings it a little step further. Hoping that means, you know, for the next few episodes or whatever next show comes up, finally going to get Grace Jones back on there. I think she deserves to stay in the Star Wars canon. Oh, B. Arthur's character. Nice. You know, I think in the second episode, I actually saw when they were in the pirate station outside that little club where that one lady was trying to say or talk to the two girls. Next to her was, I think, That dancing lady from Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi in the original version, the one that was dancing along with Ula. She had like, I think she had like 3 legs or 4 legs, something like that. I forget. I thought it was a nice little throwback, though. Let's find the hair here. Where's his hair? There's the hair. And really, anytime you bring up B. Arthur for anything, it's just, you know, it automatically makes whatever it's part of, like, 5 points higher and cooler. Because she's B. Arthur, and she rocks. Not rocked, rocks. Because B. Arthur is immortal. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, right. We gotta get to the line first. There we go. Pull off the hat trick. And boop. There we go. Let's do it. Oh yes, death by snoo snoo. First they'll make love with the lard women, then the petite women, then the large women again, and then the pretty women, and then the cute women, and it's just the same 2 groups of Amazons over and over again. By the way, she wasn't lying when she was describing those. I would definitely go for the snoo snoo. Snoo snoo can be tender and loving and gentle, hopefully. By the way, welcome to Kato Fan. Back to the show. We're finishing up the Ken drawing, and then I got inspired from watching Skeleton Crew, so I'm going to do some fan art of that later, if I can get to it. Hopefully I can get to it in time. I have faith. I have faith. So far, I'm having a good evening, yeah. They're going to have to recanonize Grandpa's VR porn eventually. Oh, like I said, Grace Jones. That's the Grace Jones part. You know, I've actually yet to pick up Digimon Survive. I haven't even really finished the first Digimon RPG that they put out for the PlayStation, and I bought pretty much all of them except for Survive. So I've been really bad with finishing RPGs. Like I keep going back to friggin' Fallout 4 because it's like crack to me. Cool, refreshing crack. It is a very specific thing for visual novels. Never really gotten into them myself, and the ones that I've seen get really widespread acclaim, like was it Doki Doki Literature Club? That one was just like, what the fuck? That one had me second guessing reality, really. I heard Survive actually has quite a few multiple endings too. Like it's one of the few ones that gets really into the bad endings. Haha! Gotta love those furries. It's law. You have to love the furries. There we go. That's what I've heard. And there's like a lot of options for character story routes and stuff like that too. Which I always thought was cool. I like that Digimon is taking all the risks of like branching out with different types of storytelling in games, and Pokemon is just la la, catch these. But we're gonna have to nerf this. We're gonna have to nerf Psynic, or I don't even know their friggin' names. We're gonna have to nerf Scyther again. Sorry, folks. Whatever dumb looking dog cat thing Pokemon God they suddenly decide was really here the whole time. Am I being harsh? It is cool that Cyber Sleuth kind of, it's got those major Persona vibes to it. I really dug that. Well, it is. I mean, it was made by the Persona guys too, wasn't it? Oh, open worlds. Yeah, open worlds are they're my weakness. That's why I can't tear myself away from Fallout. It's like I said, it's my crack. It's crack to me. It's my cool, refreshing crack. I just got to keep going back to, you know, Commonwealth, and, you know, keep assisting all those settlements that, you know, the Minutemen keep sending me to. I do have Cyberpunk also, and I tried to get into it because I really want to get into it, but it's really taken a lot for me to tear myself away from anything Fallout related. Really, I'm really bad at it. I'm just like super terrible at this. Anything not Fallout. I think I maybe did an hour into Cyberpunk, and then put the game down, had to go do stuff, and then like a few days later, I'm like, let's see what they're doing in Fallout. Oh, awesome. But the patch is so expensive too, though, isn't it? It's like $50 just for the DLC. It's like a whole new freaking game. It's like a whole separate game. It's treacherous. I mean, I still got to finish. I think Elden Ring was the other game that I was really getting addicted to. That one probably like my second most addicting game. That's just part of the base game. Yeah, Phantom Liberty whole second game. I mean, that's good to know. But, you know, God knows you already got, like, what, 1 billion hours already in the first game? And you're never gonna leave that thing alive. Oh my god, the anime. Yeah. Edge Runners. I mean, it is beautiful. It's a great show, but I don't want to watch the last episode. I know of the last episode. I cannot bring myself to view the last episode because I don't want to go through that trauma. Rebecca did nothing wrong. She's still alive. I'm happy. She ran off with whoever she was friends with and is living happily outside of the city. Or in the city, being undiscovered. And still there. You know, it's kind of funny that Cyberpunk started out as like a tabletop. I think barely anybody even remembers it as a tabletop, and now it's just something even bigger thanks to the game, the video game, and the anime. I actually have the Cyberpunk book. I was curious about it when I was just checking out this the game was coming out, so I figured, oh, that's right, it was based off the tabletop. In the grim dark future of 2020. So that makes it a period piece. And funny enough, remember that movie Johnny Mnemonic with Keanu Reeves was also taking place in 2021. So that also makes it officially now a period piece movie. Look at that wild, frizzy Kaiser hair. I know it's not accurate, super accurate, it's how he looks, but yeah, I mean, I've found myself getting addicted to Johnny Mnemonic as, you know, the years progress. I just keep watching over and over again. I love Dolph Lundgren in it. Like this weird cyborg hitman priest. Like one of the best lines was like near the end where he's about to finally get them and he's like, "It's Jesus time." I actually never seen Hackers yet. I do know of its you know, it's a cornerstone of, you know, the cyberpunk films, and it is very significant culturally. Great soundtrack though. It was definitely one of those 90s defining, or early 90s defining soundtracks, like Connected by Reo M.C. I love that song. That's one of my jams. It still is to this day. Three main things I remember about Johnny Mnemonic was Cyborg Dolphin, Jesus Dolph Lundgren, and that hitman from the Yakuza with the laser thumb string who like sliced the shit out of everybody he came into contact with. That dude really kind of is what squicked me out of that whole movie. It wasn't any of the other stuff. It was the dude when he slices through Udo Kier at the, like near the beginning of it, and then Udo's just standing there. He's got like 3 lines going down his torso, and then all of a sudden he just slides off his body. That's the last you see of him. I'm like, I think I was like 11 when I saw it. I'm like, holy shit! I could do that to everybody, is he? And then he did. It's funny too, because it turns out the character's name was Shinji, and that was before Evangelion. And then when I watch it later, I'm like, oh, his name is Shinji. Well, if only they had that in the Avis. Oh yeah, Resident Evil. First Resident Evil. One of only two good Resident Evil movies, I might add. The other good, the best one is Welcome to Raccoon City, and I will go to my grave saying that, no matter what anybody else says. Welcome to Raccoon City is my favorite Resident Evil movie of all time, and the first Resident Evil is my second favorite Resident Evil movie, and mainly because of that scene with the laser hallway. I saw that in theaters. That was like hardcore for me. I'm like, they ain't pulling any punches now. Like that shit's not even in the game. We're down to like 4 people left, and there's not even one zombie. It's like we're gonna run out of protagonists before they even, any liquor shows up. I did like it, before they made the sequel, that it felt like it was a prequel to the actual game itself, The ending really made it feel like it was setting up for that. Like, you could just start up the game, or at least start up Resident Evil 2 right after the game is finished. Or after the movie ends. But then they had to make Resident Evil Apocalypse, and, the director had to make his wife, Mia Jovovich, his super Mary Sue, who could do everything and was better than every single person in the video game's history. No, I'm not better. And she's done karate kicks and wielding 2 shotguns at the same time and delivering a splitting roundhouse kick to the zombie dog, and then she bare knuckle boxes Nemesis. Oh, we were just talking about the Doom movie a couple weeks ago, or last week. I mean, yeah, as for like a good chunk of the movie, it was disappointing, but then you get to that one scene, like the last 15 minutes, and it's just like, mwah, chef's kiss, like the perfect first-person action scene. It was so delicious. It was scrumptious just to watch that scene. Scrumptious, I say. You don't hear that word too often. Scrumptious. I think we need to bring back the word scrumptious. That did suck. That took the whole hell aspect out of it. Like, you gotta have the portal to hell, because then they're just making it too complicated. And that's not really something you really need. You don't need complicated for a Doom plot. At all. What's going on here? Oh. Duh. Got the wrong color. I don't know, I thought Exodus for the Nintendo NES was pretty good. That was a pretty good Christian game. And that's like a really super obscure Nintendo cartridge game. I don't think anybody's ever heard of it. You play, if you're wondering what it is, you play as Moses. I think it's Moses. And you just go up and down this little screen shooting W's at stuff. It's supposed to be the word of Jehovah or stuff like that. And then it's just such a vibing game. Oh, I've heard about Noah's Ark on Super NES. That was actually was made with the Doom engine, wasn't it? That was hilarious. You gotta feed all the animals instead of shooting all the imps. So you're throwing like grass and stuff at the animals. Wolfenstein, okay, yeah. Same developers though. Where am I? Oh, there we go. Yes, you little mutant. Now, Wolfenstein was actually the very first FPS game I ever played. When it first came out, too. We had it like I was at my babysitter's house. I think I was like 6 or something like that. And she had it on her computer, and it was like one of the games that we'd all gather around and just play whenever she let us actually on there. And that was cool. And the first Doom or Wolfenstein mod I ever saw was the Street Fighter one, where we downloaded it on there, and it's like, oh, you're blasting away Ken and Ryu. Oh, that's lovely. What were we talking about originally? Oh yeah, Digimon Cyberpunk. Where am I here? Where are we at? Okay, there we go. Thuga, Melodies of Steel. Key game about cats and dog kids pilot a giant tank, and of course gets really dark. Is that like Tail Concerto from the PlayStation back in the day? Or is that like an entirely different thing? And what? A game about war getting dark? Gasp. What? Actually, let me take that back. Let me take back the whoa and just give it a. Oh, nice. It is part of the Tail Concerto. Right on. I was worried that they gave up on that game or that series. I don't think I've heard of Solo Torobo. But then again, you know, Tail Concerto is a pretty obscure game series itself, so I won't be surprised. Like nobody gave it any kind of publicity. So you could even find it if you look for one nowadays. Solatorobo. Okay, I think I was mispronouncing it there. It's a lot of robo there. Sure you can handle all that robo? It's a lot of robo. Little Tail Bronx. Oh, that sounds cute. You know, even if it does get dark. Oh, from the Dot Hat guys? Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I'm getting where they're coming from now. I actually used to have most of the Dot Hat games from PS2. Ended up having to sell them though because I had no money. So, funny enough, that got me a pretty good chunk of cash when I brought them to a dealer. Felt crappy that I had to sell them off, but you know. Then they re-released it for PlayStation. I think they did like a remaster of the first game, so I was able to pick up that one. Oh, right. Get some white little Ken Chan's eyes here. So I can adjust the pressure here. The Trails, isn't that the one that takes place like during like an alternate universe of World War II or something like that? And they got like 7 sequels within the span of like 5 years, something like that. One that I'm a big fan of, I don't think a lot of people know about, is the Shadow Hearts series. That was a really good one. I always like when games take the alternate history route. That one takes place like an alternate history 1920s. Really good stuff. It's really good story. Really good game. Shadow Hearts Covenant was my first one. So far, that's been the best one. Has a ton of games already, but sort of Victorian. Oh, yeah. Trails in Cold Steel. I think that's the one I know most. I know about, because that one had like a sequel coming out for that one specifically, like every other 6 months or something like that. It's like I haven't even played the game that I already bought. Give me a friggin' break, you know. I want to at least, you know, get into the story a little bit, get some investment here. Yeah, and they're never cheap either. Like, you would expect, if they're gonna, be crapping out these games like every other, like, 3 months or something like that, they would be like $20 something. Like, no, they're like $50 or $60 with every entry. It's, it's a hurting industry. You can pretty much jump in at the beginning of any arc. You brought it to speed. Well, at least I got that. It's not like catching a WrestleMania or Monday Night Raw episode and wondering who the hell's that? Who the hell's that? Where the hell did this guy come from? Has to cuddle in them boots. Oh, so not only are they doing sequels to the spin-offs, but then they got remakes of the spin-offs. Are they just bored? Like, I mean, that's a great way to occupy your time. Is just keep making games for something barely anybody really knows about, but then at least keep your hands busy. Oh, nice. It's not To the Ranting Griffin, is it? Private furry joke, folks. Sean Chiplock's a furry? Never knew, but that's cool though. I think I might have. I think actually we might even be following each other. No, we're not. Guess I'd better remedy that. Follow. Oh, we also did ReZero, I think. Oh yeah, nice. I was gonna be in Furs Upon Malaysia coming up. That's cool. Yeah, hopefully he'll follow me back. They'll be blue sky buddies. Yay. Please follow me on Lumley. Jack, stop picking your nose. I just said that to see if he has done it. Did I scare him? I wonder if he's one of those ridiculously, suspiciously wealthy furries. That's why he can do so many trips like Malaysia and stuff like that. How can you afford so many trips out of the country? And why is there so much artwork of Wonder Bread in your files here? You know what? I wish I was commissioned by that Wonder Bread guy. That was one of my secret desperate hopes, that he would finally hear me come up to me and say, hey, can you draw this? Fuck yeah, I can for that much cash. Funny enough, I found out that guy actually lives near me. Like, we would live in the same city. Oh, I don't think I've heard of the charity transformation guy. Is that a new one? Is he a new player in the game? In the weird furry fetish commissions game? Jack, you know about weird furry fetish commissions. You got anything to add to that? Can't really say I'm familiar with him. Should I be? I mean, is he... How charitable are we talking about? Like, is he just going to throw like $1,000 at you and say, here, draw this, okay, get back to me in about a month? That'd be cool. That'd be really nice if he did. If there was somebody that does that. Nice. So wait, has he been around as long as the Wonder Bread guy? Are they gonna meet and clash like Godzilla and King Kong? Let's save on that. Say it's coming along nicely so far. I just got to do the whip. Yes, I'm going to color Ken's whip. The whip right down here. Which color should I use to color the whip? Neurodivergent kid is obsessed with charities, which is pretty wholesome itself. Just will draw transformation off from around a charitable theme. That is rather specific, isn't it? So it isn't, he's not charitable with how much he pays you, he just is really addicted to charities being paid. Sure, pal, I'll draw the charity artwork for you. Just go ahead and donate to the Reo Offshore Account Charity Foundation. I gotta say, that is really oddly... Yes, it is oddly wholesome and very specific. And I mean, good karma to him. Rats off to him if he's trying to help him the world a better place. I mean, is it fetishizing giving to charity? Like, is it really a fetish? It's one of those. This is one of those burning questions. Now I'm afraid to find. I'm afraid to seek out the answers on that one. Again, oddly specific. Very oddly specific. Oh wow, a bit of a trip. You're just logging in one day to Fur Affinity and just bam, up he pops. Can you donate to children's cancer research? Okay, yeah, the brown definitely pops up better here. Oh shit. Of course. New Zealand bird site. Or New Zealand bird farm. Didn't know about those guys, so they have pretty big charity. Aha. One of those charities, okay. And then I shall prod nothing more to it. I'm sure there's there's a few dozen, there's probably like a dozen or so YouTube videos about them anyway, so I'm sure sooner or later one of my subscriptions will decide to cover it. It'll pop up. I'm like, oh, these guys. Oh, that's what they do. Oh, that's not good at all. Just slowly getting more uncanny as I learned about the New Zealand bird farm. Oh yeah, I mean nowadays you barely avoid it. Sorry, it's hard to still ignore it all. It's there. Because it'll always be there. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, I barely even know like half of who the fuck is like involved in like all these influencer dramas and shit, and then I keep seeing like these like 4-hour long documentaries about like some dude like friggin' sneaky deaky got in a fight with ipso repo for something over shoes or something like that. And it's a long feud that lasted 10 years, and they made death threats, and police were involved. I have no clue who the hell either of these are. Yes, I am very excited for Sonic 3. I'm one of those sad. No, I'm not sad. I'm not sad at all. I love Sonic. Cannot wait for Sonic. So excited for Sonic 3. Going to buy a ticket. Gonna sit in the theater. Probably by myself. A big bowl of popcorn. Hopefully they got one of those promotional popcorn buckets at the theater that I go to. Like a plastic Sonic head or something like that. Will gladly sit down and watch that movie by myself. Very, very possibly in an empty theater. And enjoy it the entire time. But again, if anybody would like to join me in watching Sonic the Hedgehog 3 in theaters, please feel free to DM me. I don't think I've heard of any fan events that are near me. Aw, thank you. That'd be very nice if you were able to make it out there and watch the movie. I did get a promotional poster from Sonic 2. Although they were just handing them out willy-nilly, because I think it was like a week or so after the movie came out. It was still cool to get one. It was the... I actually got it on my wall behind me. It's the one that... shoot, what's the artist? The one who worked on Sonic and Sonic Mania. Tyson, I think it's Tyson Hesse. Oh, nice. When I saw Try, the first Try movie over there in San Francisco, my friend and I, when we saw it, we got like we got an exclusive like little prints of Ty and Agumon saying thank you for all the US fans for watching. You know, if I can, I'd love to take that to like a show and get Joshua Seth to sign it someday. Oh, right, glasses. Boop. No, let's kill the skin tone for a second so we can get a proper idea of where we're at here. That's always cool when they got the fan events. It gives you hope, and you know, it makes you feel a lot better, you know, knowing that there are still fans for the stuff out there. What the hell is that? Ah, gotcha. Oh, yep, yeah, child abuse, yeah. And I hope none of the Sonic or Digimon voice actors have been brought up on child abuse charges. That would be no good. As Sonic would say. Oh, yeah. I haven't even watched the O2 movie yet. I'm gonna have to mentally prepare myself, aren't I? I haven't even watched the first Kazuna movie yet. Yeah, that's on me. I'm bad with always. I actually haven't even finished the Try movies yet. I'm that shitty at it. I watched the first one, never finished the series after that. Like my attention span is that crappy. It's one of the very, very large pitfalls of ADD. That's a very large pitfall. But you know, I'm not moping. Just handle it. Just gotta handle it. That's all. I've heard Try can be a little bit of a task to get through, but I feel like I need to watch through them all to get up to speed. Besides, I bought all the movies too, so I might as well. I got a really bad backlog of anime movies that I haven't watched. Anime shows and movies, everybody else knows all the plot twists and everything by now. It takes me like 10 years to finally finish it. I think I watched like the first 3 episodes of the reboot. I'm kind of scared to go back and watch it because everybody says, "Oh, it's so bad. It's Thai centric. It's the Thai show. It's so bad. A reboot. Don't watch it all." I'm like, I thought we were above this. I thought Digimon fans were above that. Like we are the ones who set the standard of we'll take anything. We embrace every little fault and we just accept it as part of the Digimon family. Yeah, I saw that too. He's using cancel culture. What next? QAnon Mon? They gotta attack a pizza parlor? Oh god, don't even say that, please. Yeah. That just I'd rather gurgle thumbtacks. Nah, you're good. You're good. You're good. Oh, or I'm not gonna be mad at you for that one. Oh shit! Ooh. And make a separate layer folder for glasses here. I'm sorry, what? Oh, Pepe-mon. Is that what we're talking about? Pepe-mon Yowie? Feels good, man. Ah, crap in a hat. And the chemicals that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Gay frogs, friggin' frogs. I love that. That'd be even funnier that now that the Onion purchased fucking InfoWars. I'm hoping they do like a gay frog spectacular at some point. They're the greatest thing ever. Oh God. I would say out of all the Digimon, Tentomon would be the most likely to be like the Alex Jones stand-in. They were crisis actors in Odaiba. Easy, they're turning the frogs gay. Izzy would be the Ancient Aliens guy. Tentomon would be Alex Jones. I mean, Izzy does have the hair already. It's halfway there for him. Until he cut it. Second season. I think Vadermon was like his first experience with aliens, then he just started getting weird after that. That was his name, Vadermon? Vadermon? The one who like took away his curiosity? Something like that. God, I know people clown on it, but the original dubs were such a gem for Digimon. I've clowned on them myself, but it's still just fun to go back and see how much they did not give a crap about all the dumb jokes. Alright, let's adjust the hue here. It doesn't look purpley enough. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Adjust the opacity, and there we go. Right there. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Now we get to go to the super fun part, which is shading. I love shading. A shading fanboy. Never get enough of it. Oh, how's our guys? How's our folks over on Kick doing? I didn't even check in on those guys. We got one viewer. Sweet. You guys keep doing what you're doing. Kick. And don't let Johnny Somali back on either. God, that guy was such a... That dude was such a dumbass. Hey, Johnny. How's Korea? You know what? I might add like a little worm on next to him. Actually, should I? Should I add like a chibi worm on? Should I go with the chibi worm on for this? Because this is going to be a design from. This is going to be a charm. I'm going to make this into a little acrylic charm or a keychain. The first in the line of chibi Digimon characters. It would be easier just to make him a little combo there. Got a little worm on there at his foot. Wormon was such a bro. I loved him. He's always cool. Yeah, I think I will. And then when I do the chibi version of regular Ken, I'll have him like sitting on top of like a chibi Stingmon or something like that. Actually, no, I'll have the little baby Minnowmon. You know, the one that Wormmon turned into after he came back, after he died the first time. I do not like wild sprites. When I see them, I go nuts. I feel angry. There we go. Ah, nice, nice. There we go. Be gone, evil sprites. Out of this house. You know what? No, I gotta get back to it. I'm getting too distracted there. I'll come back to those. And then I'll fix our little red wagon. like Ash with one of the three Necronomicon books in Army of Darkness. I'll get back to you. So, Polygon, how are things in your neck of the woods? Hopefully they're sane. That'll chilly, yep. We're feeling that over here. We had our storm finally passed us up, and now we just got 60-degree weather, but it's nice. I would gladly take 60 or 50-degree weather over friggin' blazing inferno sun and hot nights. I'm not a hot weather person. I do not function well in hot weather. There you go. Come here, you. Yeah, this is so satisfying. Just shading. That was my favorite part of doing drawings. Just shading them in. I caught the first 2 episodes. I have not finished it yet. Not that I lost interest, just that I didn't get the opportunity to finish it because the household didn't afford me the opportunity yet to go back and finish the show. But I've heard good things about Agatha all along. Pretty much, yeah, at this point. It's gotten so that I barely even really get excited for any Marvel stuff out now. Like, the last time I really got excited about Marvel was for X-Men 97. But that's just because, you know, finally they brought back the greatest X-Men cartoon show ever made. So. And they stuck the landing on that one. God, that show was so good. So good, yes. It's the GOAT. It's definitely one of the GOATs. Too bad about the drama about the showrunner getting fired. Sounds like he had some plans for the second season, but they're deciding to scrap those for some other ones. Boo. Boo on them, I say. I want my Age of Apocalypse. I want them to do the Age of Apocalypse. That's the one storyline I've always wanted to see them do in the cartoon. They got close a couple times, but it wasn't exactly the right one. Love how they just brought back Morph for 97 and just totally just queer coded him. It was awesome. Excuse me, queer coded them. And he's just totally hot for Wolvie. That was perfect, really. And I was glad to see they finally pulled the trigger on that Fatal Attraction storyline where Magneto pulled all the adamantium out of Wolverine's bones. Oh god, yeah. The Genosha episode, yeah, that one stuck with everybody, really. I think that one was like the pivotal episode. I think that one probably gets nominated for an Emmy. So good, just chef's kiss, utter perfection, and great use of the '90s soundtrack too. And they never had a soundtrack for the original cartoon, but I love the fact they did for the new one. Like, especially the Genosha episode where they were playing "Happy Nation" by Ace of Base. That was so good. Running my throat talking about this show now. You know, I do intend to do some chibi X-Men too, somewhere down the line here, because I wanted to make some chibi keychains for them also. Maybe I'll start one next week or next time. No, I gotta do a commission on Friday, so I'll start one chibi Monday. I'll do it in X-Men. Pardon me. Right? I mean, that 97 was probably like the perfect example of pulling that off. It's a sequel to the show, and it's also an evolution of the show. Yeah, I was kind of iffy about. I mean, it was a great show when it was on, Spider-Man, but they really seemed to take a long time with their storylines. Like, I remember Neogenic Nightmare was like the big one. It felt like it took like 40 episodes to get through that storyline. I wonder who they're going to do to have play J. Jonah Jameson, since he was originally going to play Ed Asner, but then he passed away like a couple years ago. Oh yeah, Oscar Lee Brown too. He was a great voice for Kingpin. Whenever I read the comics and Kingpin's in it, I always read it with that voice from the '90s cartoon. There's actually a lot of they had a lot of celebrity voice actors for Spider-Man. A lot of them actually passed away too, sadly. Yeah, I get nothing like that. Let's get rid of that. Oh, right. Under the cape. Yeah, I thought that was kind of a crappy move on them. Like, they didn't entirely get the character. Like, not entirely. Because he's definitely more than just like an Alex Jones ripoff. I thought that was crappy. Actually, the J. Jonah Jameson I did like was actually from the first Ultimate Marvel comics. Ultimate Spider-Man. They actually really did his character really well in that one. They didn't make him entirely into a gigantic asshole who just hates Spider-Man for no reason. And then he actually becomes Spider-Man's like one of his biggest supporters, once he actually starts connecting with him, seeing what he does. Yeah, I mean, that whole joint custody thing is going to get weird. You think they'll make a J. Jonah Jameson movie since they're, pretty much making everything but a Spider-Man movie? I will not be the least bit surprised if they do. And they already did a Madam Web. Are you gonna get a Rocket Racer movie? Or a Hypno Hustler? Ooh, Puma. They should do a Puma movie. That'd be cool. Actually, not. I think Puma would probably be too close to Kraven. They could put him in the Kraven sequel. Provided the first movie doesn't bomb like crap. Although I will say the trailers, the newer R-rated trailers for Craven do make it look pretty watchable. So, it's got that same kind of quality vibe to it, like early 2000s action movies like Venom kind of had. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. I got an eraser. Oh, damn. Now that's hilarious. Well, you know, you're gonna support Moana too. You gotta accept the consequences. I think it's safe to say we're almost done with this one. Almost done. Oh yeah, they just actually have to have somebody who's actually monitoring all the movies. Like they need a Kevin Feige for that one. And so far, everybody's just kind of been doing their own thing. They just need a guy to bring it all, somebody to ring it all in and say, yeah, you can do this, you can do this. Don't do this. That's dumb. Only villains do that. You know, technically, the Punisher was a Spider-Man villain. So by all accounts, Sony could, just do a Punisher movie. Right? I mean, technically. Shade of that little nose. There we go. Oh, that would have been so awesome. I would love to see them bring Japanese Spider-Man over to the U.S. with a proper, with a dub. And Leo, pardon. Change, Leo, pardon. Yeah, that theme song is such a banger. Hell's Emissary, Spider-Man. That is such a bad. That is a badass line that you say before you take somebody down. I am Hell's Emissary. Like, holy shit. Yeah, what could have been if Stanley got more pull when he was going all Hollywood back in the 70s. He might have gotten a full-on theatrical Doctor Strange and Ant-Man movie like by the time the 80s roll around. I know he was big on that. That was like one of the ones he was trying to push was an Ant-Man film. Got a bigger brush here. Oh yeah, that's true. Probably why they don't have a Kingpin movie either, because he got included in the package with Daredevil. Yep, that kind of came back to bite him, didn't it? Although I think, honestly, after I watched Deadpool and Wolverine the second time, they were kind of laying it on a bit too thick with all the meta jokes about Disney and Marvel. It did kind of get on my nerves a little bit. Like, I know one of his things is the fourth wall break, but that's not entirely his own thing, and they kind of forgot about that. Yeah, I don't think that's really going to happen anytime soon, considering they just replaced her with Deadpool on their banner for the channel. Maybe they're a little sour about that one. You never know. And that was not going to work. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it like went too woke or any crap like that. That's some stupid ass grifter talk, because I know that's all those guys are going for. But you know, I appreciate what it was going for. It just felt like they could have done better. Like it seemed, I know it was supposed to be like a courtroom, L.A. McBeal type comedy. You know, they could have had some better designs for the characters. Oh, I'm sure they will. They most likely will for that. And let's not even bring up Scar. Let's see, what we got so far here. Oh yeah, coming along very nicely. Am I missing anything for the shading? A little shade in those eyes. Moon Knight and Hawkeye, I did like it. They were good. Wait, what the heck? Oh, damn it. I've actually seen the first episode of Ms. Marvel. And it's another one of the other shows I didn't get a chance to finish yet. Just didn't remember to go back to it. I'm not saying it was a crappy show, I just kind of got busy with other stuff at the time that it came out. Like I said, I'm really bad with all the current shows right now. I got a huge backlog. I did see the Marvels, and I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty good. The villain was a little undercooked, but you know, it was still a pretty fun film. And I always appreciate any movie that uses Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys for a soundtrack. R.I.P. MCA. Yeah, I mean, the cosmic stuff is way more cooler because you got more potential with, you know, all the different kinds of stuff when it comes to Marvel. So. I wish they started focusing more on doing cosmic-based movies for Marvel. That'd be pretty sweet. Like I know a lot of people would love to see an Annihilation Wave movie, or hell, even the Phalanx. I would love to see that Phalanx storyline. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody kind of got tired of the multiverse really quick. That just became like a way too easy go-to to make a plot device for all the new movies. I think I'll do a second layer here with multiply. You heard that little smoothie right there? Oh yeah, yeah. They're gonna go buck wild on all the cameos for all the multiverse stuff. It's like, hey kids, it's TV's John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Applause. And then they killed him. Let's see how we're doing here. I do like that for the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. I really hope they don't screw that up. I thought that was pretty clever that they just go back to the 1960s aesthetic. Aw, thank you. Yes, Ken Kun looks good. Need to get to those little sprites though, because those are bugging me. Aha, got him. Let's go sprite hunting. Nah. You can run, but you cannot hide. Let's see. Do the blue next. Just trimming the fat. Trimming the fat. Oh. You know, if I may be so bold to make a declaration, I always supported Daiken. It should have been canon. Daiken is my... Current Daiken to me is what Husker Dusk is to me current day. Eh. Be Miles Morales. I mean, yeah, that would have been good. I would certainly would have accepted that as a MCU storyline. I think it would have worked. What the hell, it worked. Yeah. Then again, don't we all have those dream scripts we all think of in our brains? Like what if we did this instead of that? We've all got those fanfic movie scripts. I know I got a couple. Hey, Litara. Fell asleep? Oh, that's cool. I'm glad my soothing voice could help relax you this evening. I was watching Ian Digimon just cocked out. Hey. Yeah, I do. I have that effect. It's nothing personal. Nothing personnel, kid. Tisk. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna keep going through those storylines, the origin, great power, great responsibility. I do like the Spider-Verse movies, though. Those are pretty rocking. Those are awesome. In my opinion, those have been the best Spider-Man movies in a long, long, long ass time. Yeah. Those Spider-Man games are pretty awesome. Litara, am I almost done? Almost done with Ken. But then I'm also going to add Wormmon next to him as part of the drawing. A little chibi Wormmon to go with him. And that first Spider-Man game for PlayStation, the PS4 one, I mean, that was such a good game. Like, that's one of those few games that really got me the feels. Like, so good. So freaking good. Now that I think about it, I don't think I'm going to have time to draw the other fan art, Skeleton Crew fan art tonight. It's already almost halfway through the show. I'll just have to commit to that one for next Monday. Or You know, we'll figure it out. We'll play by ear. I've just got a lot of stuff I want to do. And have fun while doing it. Yeah, I think Spider-Verse was probably like the most perfect way to introduce Miles. Like anything else really at this point just kind of feels off. I wonder if they are going to introduce Miles into the MCU. Yeah, I know they will eventually, but just how long is that going to take? Like another 10 years? Yep. Where'd it go? Whoops. Just doing a little trimming. I better save this because I haven't even done that yet in like the last hour. Let's see. What else we got? Okay, let's work on that one. Okay, to work. Oh, hey, you're back. Didn't even know you left. Welcome back, though. Hope all is well. Ah. Weather or just service? I think I hear a plane. Which means... Probably 1 second. Yeah, had the window open a smidge. Had to go shut it. Just another Manic Wednesday. And I feel like I'm being too anal about the edges here. I don't know, see how we are so far. Maybe a little bit more shading on the pants. Shading in the pants, not the other thing. Let's adjust that. And a little red one here. There we go. Make sure I got some good quality shading here. That's what I do. They call me Mr. Shady. I'm the Shade Man. Wait, no, never mind. Let's not go to that name. I like that. Yeah, that looks nice. Hey, Hat Hermit Studio. Welcome to the show. Coming along pretty nicely. Just finishing up a can here. The Kaiser. The Digimon Emperor. And then we're going to add a little chibi worm on next one. Actually, you know what? No. I'll hold off on the Wormmon for another day. But I'll add it to this one. Because I did say I was going to do a skeleton crew picture. So. And I don't want to have to wear the punishment hat again. So for now, here's what we got. Pretty nice. I would say so myself. So well, I'm gonna sign it. I'm gonna sign it off. Actually, no. I will hold off on signing it. Actually, no. Might as well sign it just because it's still drawing. Always make sure to sign your work, even if it's halfway done. Because this one's done, then the second piece, separate piece, will become part of this piece afterwards. Nice. Anyway. Just go and sign that one. Boom. And there we go. We got a Chibi Ken. Let's save that, buddy. And this calls for Miller time. No, it's not a Miller, it's just soda. So we're going to put that one away. Probably save that one for next Monday, depending on, if the situation calls for it. Because I might do a Chibi X-Men on next Monday, or I just might do the Chibi Wormon continuation for this one. We'll see. Anyway, let's start the next one. All right. So we're done with Ken. Like I said, want to do a Star Wars Skeleton Crew piece. Pardon me. And if you can't guess already who I'm going to do, let me break it down for you. Boop. Gonna do a Neil. We're doing Neil. Gonna draw a Neil. Everyone's favorite elephant boy. Everyone's new favorite elephant boy. Because, yeah, I would say he's definitely going to be the favorite for a lot of folks for that show. It's my prediction. He will be the breakout star. Because everybody's going to love Neil. And everybody's going to want their little Neil merch. I mean, come on, look at him. He's freaking adorable. Come on. Come on. How can you not love him? Poor, like, sweet, sweet little elephant boy. Sweet, sweet summer child. And just get them all in place here. Oh, thank you, Latara. Appreciate that. And let's add him next. That's the third piece here. No, I already got that one. There we go. Shrink that one down. And yes, I am totally going to do a Chibi Neil at some point, but not today. Neil before Zod. You know, somebody's already done a Neil Diamond joke over on Blue Sky. It's hilarious. It's hilarious and adorable. I love it. right, let's get you rolling. I'll do like a little portrait. Just a quick little Neil portrait. Oh, you know what? Let's do this one for a time lapse. I want to do a time lapse with this one. I am so glad he only has 3 fingers. Yeah, just doing a cute little nail. Hey, Hoy, did you catch Skeleton Crew yet? Let's adjust that one. Make him look a little more shy. Yeah, working his little trunk. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it would felt wrong if I didn't draw him because I just liked him. He was a really cool character. I liked him. A little friendship he's got there with the main character, main kid. Where are we at? Okay, there we are. Of course, I gotta give those big old cute eyes. The eyes really sold it for me. Can't make the hair too well. Shorten that up a little bit. Not too nervous, is it? Nah. Might need to make the head a little bit bigger, though. You can get rid of that. Actually, no, that's not. So from there down to here. Okay, cool. Let's transform that a little bit. And give it a little rotation. Yeah, that's what everybody was thinking, that he was like same species as Max Rebo from Jedi, but I think it's kind of cool that they introduced that new species. It's kind of similar, but not entirely. Make a little folder for the head. So have you guys seen the first couple? You guys have seen the first couple episodes, right? They just came out last night, yesterday. Polygon, you said you saw, right? Oh, okay, yeah. I think the scene where they first introduced Neil was pretty adorable, where they just are pretend Jedi fighting, and yeah, it's like, you got me, all my guts are spilling out. I love that. That was cute. That was really cute. I got high hopes for the series because, like I said, I posted about it on Blue Sky. Like the first 15 minutes just sold me instantly on the whole show, and I got nothing but good expectations for it. It is super cute. Super hella cool cute. Oh yeah, that's what everybody seems to forget. It's a big universe, literally, in that whole franchise, and you can do a lot. You don't have to always be the same thing over and over again. Oshkosh overall combo there. Looked like he's wearing a big pair of Oshkosh bagoshes. Yeah, the Acolyte, I mean, I had no problems with the Acolyte, you know, as far as, you know, the actors and shit that they put in there. It's just, I was just kind of burnt out on Star Wars and all the fandom toxicity, and this just felt like another generic Jedi story, and I didn't really find any excitement in it. I could not get excited about it. I think the last time I really enjoyed any Star Wars series was The Mandalorian. I don't care what anybody says. I like them. I like those seasons. I've enjoyed all the seasons of The Mandalorian. Yes, even Book of Boba Fett. That's the Old Republic. I never actually played that game either. I'm very bad at catching all the really hyped up properties and movies and games at their very height of popularity. I mean, I'll probably catch a lot of flack for this, but I didn't enjoy Andor. Like, I could not get into Andor. I know everybody praises like it was the best one out there out of all of them. I honestly could not get excited for it. Like, I just felt bored with it. I mean, I apologize for the blasphemy, but yeah, Andor was just too slow for me. Too slow, too boring. It's that curse of ADD, you know. You gotta have flashing lights, jingle the keys in front of me. But I will say I enjoyed that it was going for a more realistic approach. Yeah, you can always go for the, you know, plausible deniability, but putting it anywhere on the timeline. But yeah, like Andor, I almost kept falling asleep. I almost just kept falling asleep while I was watching it. It's not the bag on them, but it's just that I don't think I'm definitely not the core audience for the Andor series. Yeah, I do always like when they don't focus entirely on Jedi stuff, because they aren't the only things that were in Star Wars universe. Everybody keeps forgetting that. Okay. Gonna give them little, big old NII little gleams in there. Well, maybe not the second gleam. You know what? I think I'll go for a different position for the gleam. Do something a little different. And first of all, I'm going to save this because, yeah, don't want it accidentally getting wrecked in the middle of doing this. I guess you could say I'm not one of those super hardcore fans of Star Wars. Like I'm not going to hold everything to gospel, because I've grown up with all the different adaptations. Like I know the Dark Horse comics, they had their own little storylines, and the novels, which I thought were really great back in the day. So yeah, I'm always willing to, take a left turn if, the whole time I was driving straight forward. But as far as the creatives go, sometimes they do hit a couple speed bumps here and there. I'm not going to fault them for that. Or crap on stuff that they tried to do for everybody. Would I like to see Heir to the Empire as, an official sequel movie? Yeah, but, it's not going to happen, so. Just gotta accept it. I'm sure he appreciates what you give him. And if you, help him out with little cats. I know some can't help them all, but, if they still stick around, I'm sure that means they like it. Because the cat selection process does work in mysterious ways. Cat distribute distribution system. Yeah, I've been observed by them as well around here. They were determining if I was worthy or not yet. Had a couple close calls, but I don't think they've decided yet. I would like them to select me, but, you know, you can't rush it. You gotta let it take its course. Yeah, I'm kind of iffy about that, though, because, you know, rabies and all that. Sure, they look cute, but once they bite you, it doesn't feel cute. Does not feel cute at all. Hello, Underwater Pincer. I'm pretty sure you're a bot, but welcome to the show anyway. I keep forgetting to have armadillos over there. I know they got an iguana problem. Is that the same circumstance? Ah. Oh, that's right. You're central, more central Florida. Florida. You know, I actually got peacocks over here in my town. We got peacocks and wild turkeys. That's our big thing. Mainly the turkeys. Lots of wild turkeys. Oh, nice. Yeah, we do occasional cranes over by the marsh, swampy areas, or by the lakes. Mainly I see those along the highway when we're driving to and fro from other cities. We can definitely tell when we get skunks over here because mainly on the roads because of roadkill. They're probably the, aside from raccoon, probably the most persistently run over animals around here. Oh yeah, we got otters too. They're friggin' adorable. Mainly more up north. I think otters are one of those more frequent little critters that not many people seem to realize are much more prominent here in the whole country. Yes, they do. They break clams on their tummies. Apparently otters have pouches. According to, a TikTok video. Not sure how very true that is, though. Yep, bunch of little freeloading possum kids. wildlife is fun and educational. Nothing wrong with liking wildlife. Nice. So there really is an Acme. Do they have rocket-powered roller skates? I wonder how many crank calls they get asking that. Huh. Yeah. I don't think we see too many ads for those types of lawyers around here, but Vegas, whenever I've been out there, they have a lot of billboards for them. They're hilarious. Like, they're just straight up kind of just owning up the whole thing. They're like, yeah, we're a bunch of sleazy lawyers, but hey, we'll get you some cash. And you gotta appreciate the brazen honesty of Las Vegas lawyers. Almost. Oh, well, thank you very much, Polygon, and glad you could enjoy the stream tonight. Hopefully we can catch you again next show on Friday. Always love having people on and interact with me. Probably going to wrap this up in a few minutes as well. Hope you have a really good night, and sleep well, and have a good rest of the week. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be working on this one too on Friday, so we can get back to it. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little cartoony eye here. Well, I think we're going to stop here for the evening. And we'll continue with Neil here on Friday. That'll do it for now, for tonight. I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight to the show. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Really great interacting with everybody who did. Yeah, thanks again to everybody who keeps coming in and, helping support the show and giving some eyeballs to it. You'll be able to catch me on Friday, same time, 8 o'clock Pacific time, going until 11 o'clock. And you can also reach me on my socials, Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, and here on Twitch if you want to send me any DMs. And I am currently open for commissions. Commission info is down below. And I'm going to be starting up a special offer for December, doing some quick ones. Well, actually, yeah, the black and white ones there. You'll see. Anyway, thanks again to everybody who tuned in, and hope to catch you guys next time. Have a good one.